Well, I want to welcome you to the 11th annual All Things Wellington. And I just have to say that one of the things I love about this place is that we have so many people come out for a curriculum night. That's very unusual. It's just one of the ways in which our school is unusual. Our community supports our curriculum night like it's championship football. So I want to start a new cheer tonight. You're going to join us in this. Are you ready? Here we go. Go Jag Brains! It's a beautiful thing, isn't it? We should have done that years ago. When we started this event in 2007, we were making an audacious statement about our aspiration to create a school unlike anything in the United States. Last year, we celebrated our 10th anniversary of the event, and today we jump boldly into the second decade. Are there people here who have been to all 11 All Things Wellington? A raise of hands? A lot of faculty. Okay. Like so many things we do, All Things Wellington really sets us apart from other schools. And I want to take a minute to talk about some of the key differences that make Wellington so remarkable. I start with a singular honor for Wellington. We're the only school that has been named to Top Workplace 5 times in a row since the inception of the Central Ohio Top Workplace Honors. While that in and of itself says that we're noteworthy, a special honor we received show that we're really exceptional. In 2017, Wellington scored highest of all organizations, not just schools, but all organizations considered for top workplace on one particular criterion. Our faculty and staff, more than employees for any other entity, asserted that in our workplace, new ideas are embraced. While that's an extraordinary thing, it's actually really surprising, given what we know about education in the United States. Schools traditionally have not been hotbeds of innovation. Schools have been impeded over the last 20 years by national uniformity and by crippling standardized high-stakes testing. So much so that teachers are dead last among all professionals Gallup studied in saying their opinions count at work and their supervisors create an open and trusting environment. Dead last. Being recognized for our innovative thinking, therefore, is really nothing short of amazing. And this is important because when you considered enrolling your child at Wellington, we promised to do two things with our curriculum. First, we would deliver traditional skills and knowledge necessary to succeed at school, but also that we would deliver learning experiences to help your child aspire, to seize opportunity, to develop passions in depth, to succeed not just in school, but in life. And we proposed that we could do better than standardize your child, as so many conventional schools do, but that we would also encourage and challenge your children and leave them hungry for more. And that was our focus on our measuring engagement, and our measuring engagement has been predicated on that proposition. So we declared 3 years ago here at All Things Wellington a 5-year goal that we would strive to have over 60% of our students' experiences identified as being in the engaged quadrant measured by our innovative work. We've done an assessment. I'm proud to announce tonight, drum roll please. Okay, that in our most recent tabulation last week, we hit and exceeded the 60% mark with 2 years to spare. So tonight, I want to talk just for a moment about one of the ways that we've created a culture of innovation at Wellington. You've heard at previous All Things Wellington, and we'll hear tonight about our Visionary Student Engagement Grants Program. 5 years ago, we were offended by national trends which linked teachers' pay to their success in preparing students for standardized testing. We asked ourselves, what is it we would want to compensate our teachers for beyond the required excellence in teaching? We determined that we would offer grants to our teachers to create and execute programs that enhance student engagement, that would challenge students deeply while increasing their love of the very challenges they're facing. So we decided to allocate a tiny portion of our expenditure, approximately 1/2 of 1%. Isn't that an impressive chart? to our teachers who had vision and a plan for driving student engagement. And I want to thank those of you in this room who, through your contributions, have helped support these projects. And in the 5 years since we've started, more than half of our current faculty have received funding and compensation to develop programs at the forefront of independent education. And most importantly, the programs have funded 54 projects over the last 5 years. And here is a representation of what has happened with those projects. First, I want to point out that 21 projects resulted in what I refer to as signature programs. That is, programs that have given voice to the Wellington difference, that are the backbone of our innovative, forward-thinking process. Programs we talk about at All Things Wellington, those written about in our magazine, as well as external media. Constitutional Law, iLab, Community Chess, the Shakespeare Acting Initiative, Peer View are just a handful of the programs that have given life to our dreams as educators. I'd also like to point out that a small number of these projects went nowhere. They're labeled as disappeared on this slide. And that may say as much about our imaginative mindset as anything else. We move forward knowing that to be groundbreaking means to risk failure. I'm proud and deeply honored to work in a school that not only demands excellence, but also asks us to take risks. Whenever I speak to those just discovering our school, and for those of you who've been in admissions mornings, you've heard me say this, I extol the community that encourages students to take the right kinds of risks, intellectual risks. Tonight, I applaud faculty who model risk-taking at its best. Tonight, you'll hear once again, as is our tradition, exciting thinking from our faculty that make Wellington distinctive and transcendent in the world of independent education. Thank you for coming. We couldn't do this without you. Here we go. Are you ready? Go Jag Brains. I guess it didn't catch on quite as much as I thought. Let's try. Go Jag Brains. All right, I'll never do that one again. Thank you.